In a company growth funnel, customers are represented by two separate but equally important groups: the marketers, seeking growth, and the sales reps, closing deals. These are their stories.
Hello, everyone. Now, we love Halloween here at the Growth Hub, so we decided to bring you this special episode on marketing horror stories. Yep, and no pointing denying it. Every marketer out there has either been involved in projects that have gone terribly wrong, or they've had to do something that they are probably now ashamed to admit.
Not us, though.
Never.
Never.
We've all only done things in our junior years.
Yes. Way many years ago. So we went far and wide, across lands and time, to gather some of the best hair-raising and spooky marketing stories. But before we start with our first tale of the night, what is your scariest marketing tale, Reeta?
It has got to be something that, again, happened once upon a time, years ago. I was a junior marketer at the time. And
of course you were.
Of course. I make no mistakes anymore. But we had created a visual new brand identity for a project that was taking place in Finland at the time. It was a pretty big deal. No names. But so when we went to present it to the people who were involved in the project, which were mainly engineers. Nothing wrong with engineers.
Nothing wrong with engineers.
No,
we love engineers.
Yeah, they keep the world moving. So we went to present this new amazing identity we had created to this group of engineers. And it went pretty much as you can imagine it went. They said the colors were wrong, the logo was wrong, the name was wrong, the slogan was wrong, the elevator pitch was wrong. Everything, all those things reminded them of something else, some other company, some other project, some other organization. So me and our CMO at the time, we were in the room just listening, and I'm there going, this is terrible. Like, we have to start from scratch. We have to go back to the drawing board, and they don't like anything that we're doing. And so we got all the feedback. And this could have been even a worse story than it is, but luckily the CMO was smart. So when we got out of the room, we had closed the door, and I turned to our CMO. I was like, okay, so what are we going to do? They hated everything we did. And she's just like, we're just going to continue doing what we're doing so far. We're not changing anything. And at that point, I wanted to applaud her, but yeah. We didn't change anything. We launched the project, and we used all the identity and all the visuals and everything, and we got really good feedback for it. So luckily it turned out fine, but there was a moment there when I was like, this is not gonna happen.
Oh God.
So that's my most terrifying bit from my career. But what about yours? What is your marketing horror story from?
I probably have several, or everything from my junior years, obviously. But one kind of that is kind of common, in my opinion, was that we, my team and I, we actually sent out an email, a nurturing email, to 250,000 customers, with saying, and names have been changed here, Dear Matthew. So every single one on that list got an email saying, Dear Matthew.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Matthews.
That is a lot of Matthews, yes. But that was the freakiest. Oh, I just wanted to die.
I can imagine.
But I think that's kind of common. When you push the button of send in an email tool, that's probably the scariest moment of every single week if you have to do that on a weekly basis.
And usually you only find out the typos and mistakes in the email afterwards, after you've already sent it.
Someone really brilliant person comes and points them out. Hey, did you notice? Oh, fools.
Right. So those were our personal stories from our years as marketers. But how about, should we move on to the other tales that we have to tell?
Should. We'll start with the spooky tale of a product launch relying on imaginary dollars. Are you ready?
I'm not sure if I'm really. Imaginary dollars sound bad. But let's go.
Okay, picture this. It was a dark and stormy night. A group of marketers was gathered around a campfire, sharing their professional combat stories. Can you see it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm there.
So one marketer spoke up. I used to work at a company about to do their first product launch ever. We didn't have any budget for marketing, but we knew we had to get the word out somehow. So what did you do? Asked another marketer eagerly. Well, said the first marketer, instead of sending out flyers or buying ads in magazines and newspapers, we decided to get people, friends and family, because we wouldn't have to pay them, to wear signs saying our product is awesome. We figured it was worth it if we could just get one person to try our product based on these signs. So what happened? Asked another marketer enthusiastically. Well, the first marketer replied with a sigh, they got arrested.
Okay, that is pretty terrifying. But at the same time, this story has so many ingredients for things to go wrong. So, no targeting, random street advertising with friends and family. There's no authorization, there's no budget. I don't know how long ago in the past this has taken place, but I do hope that companies don't do product launches without any marketing budget anymore. Actually, I'm not sure which one I should go first.
But yeah.
I always kind of wanted to do something so outrageous or quirky or something in marketing that would actually get me arrested.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's move on to the next story of the marketing horror hour. So I'm going to tell you about the curious case of the missing roadmap.
Sounds interesting.
Once upon a time, there was a team of enthusiastic marketers who wanted to help their target audiences in any way they could. In order to better understand their audiences, they scheduled interview with their customers and received feedback from the customer success team. One answer kept coming up over and over and over again. Customers really wanted to get information about how the product is developing. They wanted some sort of a product roadmap. Great, thought the marketing team. This is fantastic. This is easily solved. So off they hopped happily over to the product team to ask them about the said roadmap. And guess what the product team told them?
What?
We don't have a product roadmap. That is exactly the right reaction to that.
I'm not sure if that's more terrifying or alarming. Especially because I suspect that there are companies out there that are actually in this exact situation.
It is, and it's also a bit sad because especially if you think about enterprise SaaS, I think that's the most obvious example here. It's usually that clients want to know that the product is on like firm footing, and part of that is that they know that the product is being developed and it's going to continue to be around for a while. So if you can't tell that to your customers, I think that's pretty terrifying from the customer's perspective.
That is scary. Cool. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the legend of the cursed email list. There once was a marketer who, despite her best efforts, could not seem to grow her email list. She tried every trick in the book, but nothing worked. Desperate, she bought an email list from a shady website. She figured that since she was already struggling, she had nothing to lose. But boy, she was wrong. The moment she sent out her first email blast to the list, her inbox filled up with hundreds of angry replies from people who said they never signed up for her emails. Not only that, but her open rates and click-through rates tanked. Her emails were increasingly being marked as spam, and her deliverability rates plummeted. In the end, the marketer had to start from scratch with a new email list. And she never, ever bought an email list again.
A deep sigh. Never, ever, ever buy lists or engagement. I don't know how many times should I say this, but never, ever, ever buy lists or engagement. It does not work. So let me tell you about the monster marketer.
Oh my god.
It sounds like a villain in a Marvel movie, actually.
Monster marketer.
Okay. Once upon a time, a company hired a new marketing director who knew nothing about marketing. He wanted to review everything from ebooks to website footer copy to social media copy, everything before publishing. He was always commenting negatively on the copy, requesting for things to be fixed. Marketers working for him soon got tired of it. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with the stuff they wrote. So they asked him to clarify what exactly he did not like about the content. The marketing director replied, "I don't know, I'm not a writer. I just know I don't like it and I want it to be different." Obediently, marketers reworked the material until the director got what he wanted. But alas, marketing's results took a deep dive. Social media stopped bringing visitors, website pages were not converting, and you could actually hear crickets in the sales pipeline. This is how performance died, not with a bang, but with a whimper. And also, most of the marketing team resigned after a while.
Good for them. Everyone should leave the marketing directors for like that. So this one happened a long time ago, roughly about 2 years ago. A very energetic marketing team set up a digital campaign off in late October to run until 23rd of December. Everything was tracking well, everything was happy days, until they got back from Christmas leave, all relaxed and filled with chocolate and turkey, only to find out they entirely forgot to turn the campaign off prior holidays as planned. Shock horror. The campaign had merrily been collecting click-throughs and views all that time, and they had a bill of $24,000 for just that Christmas New Year period. Well, that's a horror story for you.
That hurt.
Creepy. So, for our final story of the Halloween marketing horror special, here's the tale of the monstrous motion machine called MQL. There once was a company whose leadership wanted growth. They wanted growth so badly, and they wanted it now. It didn't matter how it was achieved, but growth needed to happen straight away. Great. I mean, who doesn't want to grow? But then the horrible truth was revealed for everyone to see. Their lead metric was marketing qualified leads.
No.
There was no way out of it. Leadership wanted MQLs, so the marketing team got to work, and boy, did they deliver. Marketing created 1,000 MQLs in 3 months, and 600% increase compared to the previous quarter. What a success! Surely the company grows with those results? Yeah, not so fast. None of those MQLs eventually went down the funnel. None turned into opportunities. None turned into revenue. And of course, marketing received the blame for not growing the business.
I'm shaking my head, and I think I died a little bit inside.
I cried internally.
And there you have it, our most hair-raising marketing tales to keep you up on these dark autumn nights. Have a spooky Halloween, everyone!
Happy Halloween!
That's it. Thanks everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Let's keep the conversation going on Twitter at SaaS Growth Hub or LinkedIn at the SaaS Growth Hub Podcast.
And if you don't want to miss the next episode, make sure you subscribe to the Growth Hub on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, or right here on YouTube.